Hey everybody, it's Where to Fish, and we are at Port Dalhousie, and I'm here with my family. We're gonna go to the beach today, and I just want to show you guys this area here. It's really nice. So we're just on the east side of the of this canal. We're not gonna be fishing here. There's a lot of boat traffic and a lot of pedestrians here. But yeah, if you go over there, there's like these lighthouses that you can check out, which is pretty cool. And I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna fish a little bit south more, or all the way over there. There's a parking spot over there, and yeah, and there's parking over here. So yeah, my wife is in the car with the kids, and I think I see somebody setting up a spot to go fishing over there. So that's pretty interesting. And yeah, we're just going to try the other spot first, because I think the other spot is more it's less busy, and I think there's a good chance of catching a lot of fish because I saw someone else fish there. But yeah, we're gonna check out the beach after, and yeah, it's a very, very beautiful day. So we're gonna stitch the videos together. Alright guys, we are in the fishing spot I was mentioning earlier, and there's free parking over here, so just gotta make sure you guys don't park directly at the boat launch. And I think there's a dam lock over there, and the beach is over there with the carousel, and we were over there earlier at the lighthouse. So today we're going to be fishing real time, and it's going to be uncut of me showing you guys the real fishing experience. And we're hoping to catch maybe rock bass, smallmouth bass, and we're using the slip flow technique here. So the water is not running, it's just standstill. I think over there there's a little bit of current over the bridge over there, so it's a nice place to you know, go for a walk around the dam or lock area over the bridge, and across over there there's some great places you guys can check out for the restaurants. The beach area is over there, and yeah, it's a nice place to check it out with a family. And at the same time, there's also you can see some people fishing down there with their kids, and I see them wearing a life jacket. So it's always very important to make sure your kids wear a life jacket near water, because anything can happen. And yeah, so this is the first cast, and we're gonna see if we're gonna catch anything here. The water is a bit murky. Last night we had a lot of rain, so there's gonna be a lot of the bottom's gonna be stirred up a little bit, so that's why you got murky waters. So yeah, we just had the slip float with the middle jig, and we're gonna see if we can catch anything. So this is the first cast, and I'm just trying to see if we get any bites here. And yeah, so let's hope that we can catch something here, and maybe you guys will have a better experience than I do. So if you guys are fishing here for the first time, what would you guys use? Let me know in the comments below. And I'm just curious to know what everyone's approach would be like. So so far, no bites. A few days ago, I saw someone post a video of them fishing in this area, and they did catch smallmouth bass, and a few bluegills and stuff like that. So we're hoping we can do the same and catch something. Okay, so right now what I'm doing is just fishing along the shoreline, because that's where I think the fish are at, near the boulders and rocks. That's like a typical area where fish like to hang out, especially if they want to hide away from the bigger preys and stuff like that. So and I'm already getting caught with some debris on my jig. So you always make sure you guys clean your jigs, because it does affect, you know, the fish approaching your bait, right? So right now I have a setup of like maybe 2 to 3 feet, and I'm not sure how deep it gets, like right off the shoreline. So we're gonna just troubleshoot and try different depths for the slip float. And I'm gonna see if there's less debris over here. I'm just gonna keep walking. And when you guys are parking over here, there's a lot of like potholes and stuff. You guys gotta be careful, right? And yeah, like right off the bat, there's like just so much debris off the shoreline here. So let's go ahead and just drop it right here, just to see if anything is biting. I think the time when I was watching the person fish, the water was much better in terms of water clarity. And yeah, so what I'm gonna do is just jig it along here to see if anything would, bite. Yeah, it's really hard to see my bait too, right? So do you guys think that the presentation wise, it might be better to use something dark so that way you can see a silhouette? And just to remind everyone, like, this is like basically like an inlet from Lake Ontario, and it's very similar to all the different parks that we went to that connect to the mouth of the lake. And yeah, so right now, like I've always had the really bad luck when it comes to fishing, especially like in these areas. And I don't know if it's the same, right? So maybe it's just a presentation. Maybe you have to use live bait or worms or something like that. Yeah, so I don't see any nibbles right now. I'm just gonna keep twitching it. I'm pretty sure it gets really deep, like 10 feet away from where I just cast it here. But I really think that you don't have to cast that far to catch fish. I think the best probably approach would be just fishing near the boulders. But you can see there's so much debris. You see all these vegetation that's floating, and that's definitely going to get caught on your fishing hook and stuff like that. So be prepared to always clean your fishing hook and stuff like that. So unless you're fishing with like a weedless approach, some people would have. I feel like a good approach probably would be a Ned rig, or some sort of like what do you call it again? I guess what I'm trying to figure what that setup is called. Drop shot, yeah, drop shot approach, right? So, but like I know you guys probably see like all my videos on fishing with the same setup. The reason why I do that is just because I just want to see if there's any small fish that will go after the setup, right? So obviously if you're more experienced than like the average fisherman, you would probably go with a better setup. And yeah, we're 6 minutes in and we haven't gotten any nibbles or bites. So I just want to show you guys the realistic approach of fishing, right? Because you're gonna see a lot of videos out there where people like they edit their videos after fishing for 6 hours and then they catch a fish. But I want to show you guys the real expectation of fishing, and of what you can expect when you're fishing here for the first time. And this is my first time fishing here, right? So I've never been here before, but I did see it on the Google Maps, and that's usually the best way of me researching out potential places where to fish. And yeah, so no nibbles, nothing's biting. And I feel like that probably has to do a lot with the rain yesterday. We had a heavy rain, and you can see the water is very murky and just a lot of debris. So yeah, my bobber is just blending in with the debris on the top of the water here. So it's hard to navigate through. See, as I reel it in, there's always gonna be something that's gonna be caught on. Let me make it more shallow just because I want to fish a little bit closer to the water here, down to the rocks, because I feel like that's where all the fishes are at. And I'm pretty sure if you fish a lot deeper to the very bottom, you'll probably catch like carp or something like that. Yeah, so my wife is in the car with the kids, and my youngest one is just taking a nap. And another thing I want to make sure is that when you guys have the car running and everything, always have a carbon monoxide detector, right? Because you never know, right, if there's some carbon monoxide being leaked in the car while the car is on. So I always recommend that when you guys are going out fishing. And always remember to never leave your kids in the car alone. That's the number one thing you should never do. So we have my wife in the car with the kids, and we're gonna fish about, I would say, close to 15 minutes. So we're 8 minutes in, and I'm gonna stitch this all together just to show you guys all the potential spots. So hopefully I can check out like maybe the park area over there. I'm not gonna fish over here just because there's too many boat traffic and a lot of waves, and it's just a heavier pedestrian traffic area, right? So I think this is just where all the fishermen tend to hang out. It's just yeah, it's just more peaceful, less traffic. You can just relax and not worry about anything. And there's a lot of decent shade here. Like there's a lot of trees behind me here, and yeah, you can just relax if you come here with your kids or friends and stuff. Bring out a chair, sit down, cast your line, just let it sit out there if you're into that approach of fishing. For me, I personally like using a slip float everywhere I go, just to see if there's any fish out there. So, and yeah, nothing is biting. And I think that sometimes weather also has a big role in how the fish behave and stuff like that. So it's highly likely that like it's just the bite is really difficult because of the day after of a big rainstorm. And we're 10 minutes in, so we're gonna fish another 5 minutes and see if there's anything. If not, we're gonna move to another spot. And yeah, just want to try like every spot in the area to see if some areas would have better luck than the others. And so far, nothing is biting. So let me try it in a little bit in the sun here. I'm gonna try just like twitching it a bit in case a fish will react to it. Yeah, I think it's really hard to see in terms of visibility. Like I said, if you have something a little bit darker, might show up better for the fish. I'm gonna do an experiment. I'm gonna see if I can cast like right close to the boulders, see if there's anything lurking right there. So this is literally like 1 foot away from the boulders, and you never know if there's like a fish just hanging around here, right? So it's all, when it comes to fishing, it's all troubleshooting, to be honest. It's like you just try everything. Try fishing the different depth, try fishing the different structures. Yeah, like do whatever you guys think works, and this is just my method of fishing. Yeah, so we are, let's see, 11 minutes in, and we haven't got any bites or anything yet. So let's just try this little pocket area. Maybe there's something in here. Okay, so you see how the float is on the side? That means that it's really shallow there, so it's not deep enough. But when you see the bobber sit up straight, that means you're deep enough, right? So that's another way of telling, you know, if like how deep you need to adjust your slip float. You got a little duck over there. Hello, Mr. Duck. Yeah. And yeah, so yeah, and then I saw someone just cast like just a little bit over here, and then there was like fish biting and stuff. You never know, even this little pocket might have fish here. So I'm just gonna just twitch it a little bit, see if anything will go after it. But I really think it's just because it's the water quality, it's really murky. And oh yeah, got a little bit of snag here. So let's just walk over here and just see, just fish all these little pockets. You never know if there's a fish hanging there, right? So that's my next approach. Instead of casting out there, we just want to see if there's any fish hanging around here. Here's another pocket here we can try out. And then the bobber was sitting horizontally, which means it's not deep enough. So I'm just curious to know if anyone's catching fish over there. Maybe I'm in the wrong spot, because people, usually local fishermen, know where the best spots are, just based on their experience from before. And yeah, so far nothing is biting. And then this duck is just following me. And also it's good to see what other people are using for bait and stuff, see what they have on their line. But I feel like most people just use like worm, night crawlers. That's like you know, the basic default. Okay, so I don't see anything. Oh, and then I think I got a little bit of snag here, unfortunately. So when that happens, guys, snags, just pull it from the line versus your rod, because it's gonna break. So if my line breaks here, I'll probably just end it and then find another spot. But yeah, it looks like yeah, it broke off, unfortunately. So yeah, we're gonna try a different spot and stuff like that. And yeah, that's the reality of fishing these spots. You're gonna get snagged and stuff like that. So I'm gonna quickly end this video, and then we'll find another spot, and we're already 15 minutes in.